Halo Renegades is a 2019 novel by Kelly Gay. It is a sequel to Halo Smoke and Shadow, and I would actually kind of recommend reading Halo Primordium before that, actually, and Halo Cryptum before that as well, but not necessarily. You don't need to technically read anything before reading this, so I would definitely read Smoke and Shadow. Anyways, I read Cryptum when I was like a freshman in high school and Primordium shortly after that, but Smoke and Shadow was one of the early books I read on this channel. I have reviewed that. You can go watch that if you want. This follows Rione Forge, daughter of Sergeant Forge from Halo Wars, and her salvage ship Ace of Spades, and the rest of the crew, of course. We also finally get some updates on 343 Guilty Spark, which is why I would read Primordium mostly, as that's where he really last appeared. It had been 3 years since I read the first book or any other Halo novel. I remember some closure for Rione at the end and the focus on Venezia, and that a certain someone died in the novel. This is a very quickly summarized at the beginning, and Cade and a little bit being important parts here. This starts with someone obviously not human and very long-lived having spurts. Kind of crashes a human spaceship, or maybe he is human though he is made of metal. Interesting. This is told in first person. The main plot revolves around a debris field with Forerunner tech on the edge of human space. It becomes a race between the Ace of Spades, the Covenant Remnants, and the Office of Naval Intelligence, ONI, the spooks of Halo, to see who can get there first and get the loot, pretty much. While it doesn't start in medias res, it does get into the action quickly. The stakes are high as ever. Of course, just mostly, life online. The Forerunner relics and information from the past wars of humanity, and the Flood is neat as ever, but doesn't seem as important, say, as in earlier novels, where the tech could be used to end a war humanity was set to lose, right? There seems to be less urgency here in that regard, right? The war is over, right? And that is post-war Halo stuff. But it's much more relatable in a sense. It's character focused in that sense. I'm not fighting for my life, though I will admit the war Halo stuff really hits, which is why I'm a big Halo fan. But, right, old Halo is humanity fighting to survive, and these people we follow, in a lot of ways, would have been enemies in previous Halo content, but they're on the periphery and in kind of a liminal space, and they are kind of working, maybe not together the whole time, but there's a relationship there that depends on all of them. And it's nice to get an adventure not following big movers, right, or shakers of the galaxy, right? It's not the military we're following, right? It's not Spartans, it's not ONI, it's not ODST, it's not even the military. It's just more normal folk in the Halo universe, and I can appreciate that. So anyways, it's an okay novel. I believe there is one more sequel, Points of Light. I'm not sure when I'll get to that. But anyways, I do like a good Halo novel. Up until about 2015, halfway through 2015, I had read all the Halo novels at that point. Now I'm considerably behind, but whatever. Here we are.